What is up, guys? Newton here with MMO Player, bringing you a first look and impressions video into Year Zero, a free-to-play browser-based RTS-style game. I'll be spending the next few minutes running around checking this game out. Now here I am, I just logged into the game, checking it out, just getting a good feel for it, and I realized this game has a really cool and interesting graphic style behind it. Now before we hop into the gameplay and show you a little bit, I'm going to show you guys the game has an option of 2D and 3D graphics, which I thought was pretty cool. So you can see I'm kind of dragging around, clicking over here, looking at the area. It's all in 2D, has a pretty good art style to it, little cool animations along the way, and you can rotate the screen accordingly to kind of move around, look at the different areas. You got my missions over here, and the interface is pretty standard, but I'm going to go ahead and jump into the 3D graphics. Going to go ahead and hit OK, verify that. It's going to bring us a little loading screen, and it's going to show us the cool 3D graphics. Now, I thought this was pretty interesting for a browser-based game, depending on your machine, if it's not too powerful. Run it in 2D, the gameplay and the mechanics of the game are going to be just the same. It just doesn't look as nice as it does in 3D. You can see I can zoom in a little bit. The building structures are pretty impressive. I like them. I think they did a good job. They got like rubble and stuff like that. It really does make you feel like you're kind of in like a post-apocalyptic world. Is what it feels like. Is what I get from the game right away. But I'm gonna go ahead and kind of check out the area and kind of show you how the game works a little bit. So here we are. We have our troops over here. Like I said, this game is an RTS-styled game, so we have a timer on my turn. So I'm gonna go ahead and click this machine over here and choose to move it this way. Now this machine gathers resources for us as we take turns moving our units. Let's see, we're going to move it over here and move our units right there. Go ahead and click that. And hopefully they're going to move. Let's see. Try again. It's sometimes not responsive as time. Maybe it's just the game itself. I'm not too sure, but it's not too bad once you play around with it. I mean, try a few times to click and your units will move. It's not too bad. But we're going to go ahead and keep moving over here, and we're going to move this unit right over here so we can eventually collect some resources. Let's see if we can click that. Going to go ahead and rotate our screen. There we go. We're going to go ahead and click this. Click on our unit again, and we're going to click here, and it's going to gather some resources for us. You can see it collected 82 resources. It went in our inventory over here, and we're going to go ahead back and rotate our screen, and we're going to go ahead and pick to move our units somewhere else. Now the combat is it's pretty much like your standard RTS style game. I don't know if I can get to it because it does have some early missions and stuff like that. But it's going to involve lots of moving around to the units where you do spend time switching between the machine over here gathering resources, and I think you can eventually build little areas and buildings and stuff like that along the way. But for now, we're going to keep gathering resources and kind of running around. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go back to the 2D so I can kind of show you guys the gameplay in the 2D to show you that pretty much the overall basis of the game and the gameplay mechanics pretty much run virtually the same. And you're not missing too much with if you can't run the 2D to the 3D. So you can see you got my units over here. You can still select where they want to go. There's not too much like animation and stuff like that to them. So we're going to go ahead and move over here. Move them along the way. We're going to go ahead and click our unit. And we're going to click over here. Progress forward. Let's go ahead and click on him again. And move him this way. And we're going to take our units. And let's see if we can put them down over here. Make some more progress. Do you want to use this in the battlefield? Yeah, we're going to go ahead and click confirm for that. We're going to go ahead and hit OK. And it seems like we completed our mission. We got some resources, and you can see the side quest on the side. It's going to give us overwatching system, so it's probably a little progression along the way. You got different things over here, and we're going to go ahead and hit start. Now it's loading up, giving us a little bit of loading screen, some stats or so on for the mission. Kind of seems like a little bit of futuristic-y kind of. So it's loading. We gotta go ahead and wait for that, and hit continue. Hit OK, and there we go. Oh, cool. So we have some good character customization. You can see here, not too in depth, but we can kind of choose the colors of what we want our guys to look like. So we can go ahead and customize it, change it here a little bit. There's not too much in depth. I mean, not too many colors options you can choose from, but you can kind of mix and play with it. Kind of make a color theme that kind of fits you or that you think you'd like. So we're gonna go ahead with red and white. I think it looks pretty good. Go ahead, hit continue, and hit OK, and there we go. It's going to bring us over here to a much larger map, so we can probably select different areas to go to and different missions to do. So the more we progress in the game, the more areas we'll have to travel and so on. But if you guys have enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. But until next time, guys, I'll talk to you later.